beautiful Foley, Alabama, and Foley High School. Game number 2 in the Gulf Coast Classic is Lewisburg High School taking on Foley High School, the visiting team. Tonight, the Lions taken to the field, and the first pitch is underway, and we'll get the starting lineups to you here momentarily. And the home plate umpire looking up here, hey, turn the music off. Anyway, first things first will be Lowell Haney. He'll lead things off here against Foley, as clouds are not an issue tonight. Sun bearing down from the west as it starts to set down in left field. Most of the field already behind shade. Curveball, strike 2. And quickly, no balls and 2 strikes. A big, tall right-hander for Foley is Garrett Lipscomb, number 8. So we'll try to get some more information on these guys. That pitch outside as Lowell Haney tries to lead this Patriot team off. They just came off a 10-0 victory over Clinton High School just moments ago, off the one-hit shutout performance by Peter Barton. The senior right-hander shut Clinton down, only gave up the 1 hit in the 7th inning. Patriots getting 10 runs, and they've reeled off 2 straight wins. They got a tough challenge now against the host school Foley Lions. And Haney, base hit up the middle, and that's a good start for the Patriots. Lowell Haney the second baseman delivers his first hit of the game. And center fielder Rudy Martin will stand in. Glad to have my wife here tonight. Michael Plumley, Mia Plumley, Beth Turner in the broadcast booth. Both ladies doing a great job of production today. Foley being gracious host to us, letting us come into their press box. Garrett Lipscomb, the pitcher for Foley High School, already got a runner on. Tanner Lloyd on deck. And a throw over to Haney, not in time. 6:40 the time. We're an hour and 40 minutes, or about an hour and 10 minutes rather late of the start of this game. So we apologize about the delay. The Clinton Friendship Christian game went into extra innings. And then a big 10-run beating of Clinton High School. Pushed everything back a little bit. But nonetheless, Play on Sports able to bring it to you live. We are live in Foley, Alabama. First day of the broadcast, or first day of the tournament, rained out. It rained all day yesterday. A cold, miserable day here in Gulf Shores. Foley, pitch out. Pretty smart with Haney on first base. Now 1 ball, 1 strike to Rudy Martin. Lowell Haney at first base. Right-hander Lipscomb comes set. He looks in, trying to get his signals from the catcher. Strom Garrett, swing and a miss. And now 1 ball, 2 strikes. Storm. So it's Storm Garrett, rather. A couple of Garretts in the lineup tonight. Storm and Brax. Curveball, swing and a miss. He went down swinging. Good pitch. Rudy Martin struck out. Now Tanner Lloyd comes to the plate. Hunter Wilson on deck. Haney still at first base. He's not able to move up. So a great night tonight. Should be a good game. That pitch, curveball, just misses the out. No, he called it a strike. A late signal there. Hits the outside part of the plate. I was going to say that was a pretty good pitch. And a throw over to first base as Haney still standing there. Pretty good chance he's probably going to be running on this pitch right here. No balls, one strike to Tanner Lloyd. The big right-hander. Fastball swung on, drill to the third baseman. Makes the play to second. No, he's safe. He dropped the ball. And an error on the second baseman. Brandon Fontaine couldn't hold on to it. A good play by the third baseman. The throw a little bit low. He had to rush it for the speedster, Lowell Haney. Now runners at first and second. Hunter Wilson at the plate. I lost that ball when Tanner hit it. I'm kind of staring right back at the sun towards third base. That's what Hunter's doing, too. He's having to shield the sun to get the signals from Coach Cagle. He's in the third base coach's box. Shaker Turner in the first base coach's box. We're in the top of the first inning. Lewisburg versus Foley. The Patriots versus the Lions. Sneaking by the shortstop. Trying the pickoff move there. Not going to draw a throw, though. Changeup drilled out into left center field. Outfielder's on the move. There, what a catch made by the center fielder on the fly. He dove and caught it. That's Brax Garrett, the brother of the catcher. Man, what a play. He went out there and got it, saved a run. Hunter Wilson hit that ball hard. Outfield was kind of shaded in. Both of them had to be on the move. He made the catch in the gap. Now Cody Cooper at the plate. Runners at first and second, 2 outs. And there's a ground ball to the third baseman. He's going to make the play to second. He does get it this time. And that ends the inning. So the fielder's choice, 5-4, leaves 2 runners on the bases. Great play by the center fielder. We go to the bottom of the first inning. No score. Colt Smith, the junior right-hander, will get the start for Rusty Cagle and the Patriots tonight. Colt Smith, 1-0 on the season. He threw a complete game against Vicksburg Warren Central, the righty. Got a lot of power, a lot of speed. He gets Patrick Grumbly looking there. And that pitch hit him. That's not how you want to start it. Curveball inside. Grumbly reaches first base. So both leadoff hitters getting on board tonight as Storm Garrett comes to the plate. Catcher. Brax Garrett will follow. He's that center fielder that made the play. Both of them are brothers. Hitting 2 and 3 in the lineup. Colt Smith misses downstairs. A runner stays as Cody Cooper blocked it up. So runner on first base, and Garrett still at the plate, a 1-0 count. Nobody out. Smith, he's going to try to bunt him over. He doesn't get it done. Fouled it off, 1-1. So the senior Storm Garrett getting signals from his dad down there at the third base coach's box. We played against each other in college. While I was at Delta State, he was at Troy. We had a nice chat before the game today. Reminiscing, that bunt down, and Colt Smith will field it, throw to first, and the runner moves over. So a runner in scoring position for Foley High School as Grumbly moves down to second, and the freshman Brax Garrett, also coach's son, will come to the plate. Mason Taylor, the third baseman, on deck. Colt Smith comes set, delivers, fastball, strike one on the outside part of the plate. (13-3) the record. That's a base hit to right field. That's probably going to score a run. We'll check the arm of Chris Taylor. He throws it in. That's going to be cut off, and an RBI single for Brax Garrett, so the brothers getting it done. RBI and a single, sacrifice bunt, and a 1-0 lead for the Lions. Now Mason Taylor, the third baseman, comes in. And that pitch misses as Colt Smith down in this game already. First run he's allowed all season. That pitch called strike two. Foley already played 16 games this season. This is the 10th game for Lewisburg. Both have 3 losses. So if you do the math, Lewisburg 6-3, Foley 13-3. Runner at first, that's Garrett. Swing and a chopper right out in front of the plate. Colt Smith fields it, throws on to first. That's an out. The second out. A good job by Colt bouncing off the mound, making the play. Michael McConnell, the left fielder, in now. Stands in with 2 outs, runner at second base. And that ball is going to get by Cody Cooper, and the runner moves over. So not the start that Coach Cagle wanted for his Patriots. And that pitch called a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. That pitch drilled out to the shortstop, Hunter Wilson. He makes the throw over, and that'll end it. So 1 run on 1 hit. 1 runner left on base. We've played 1 inning. Foley's got 1 run. They're leading. We'll be back.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. We're coming in on 1.
For more information on how your school can join the Play on School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
So Gabriel Brown will lead things off for the Patriots here. In the top of the second, he pushes down the drag bunt. Fielded by the pitcher, is not going to make a throw. And a base hit to start things off for the Patriots here in the top of the second, as Mason Gibbons will be DHing tonight for Colt Smith. He'll be in the spot now. Coach Cagle sacrifice bunted Mason Gibbons with 1 out earlier in the Clinton game, and he thought there were no outs. He came up and apologized to me earlier, or before the broadcast anyway, because I was trying to call him out. Didn't understand it. That pitch, Mason holds on, doesn't go after it. Gabe Brown at first, got a lot of speed. Mason Gibbons at the plate. Facing Lipscomb. Garrett Lipscomb. That's a ground ball to the shortstop. Not going to be able to make a play. Shortstop's already made another. Well, now that's his first mistake tonight. It was a second baseman on error, and 2 errors already on the middle of the infield for Foley. Puts runners at first and second. That's what happens when you put the ball on the ground. Busby better be bunting here. If not, I may go down there and have a chat with Coach Cagle myself. Busby now with a chance to move the runners over. try to get a tie here. He squares around here. First baseman charges. And if he can get it down the third base line, it could be a challenge. So Busby stands in. One to nothing. Foley on top. The pickoff move does not draw a throw as Gabe Brown creating a challenge. For the pitcher. Busby squares the bunt, and that pitch upstairs. 2 balls, no strikes. Not what Lipscomb wanted to have done here. Nobody out. Lewisburg threatening. They're down 1. Pretty good crowd for Lewisburg tonight. They traveled pretty well. Earlier against Clinton, they had a pretty good crowd. So that pitch gets away from the catcher, and the runners are going to move up anyway, and it's 3 balls and no strikes. So the runners move up on the pitch inside and low, and the catcher, Garrett, the senior catcher, unable to handle it. Busby probably taking here as Chris Taylor on deck. That pitch is strike 1 called. Busby's got to put the ball on the ground. Got to get the ball in play here and drive in a run. He's struggled somewhat this season already at the plate. That was ball 4 up and in. Coach Cagle not happy with that at all. So now full count, runners at second and third. And the pitch. And that pitch he held up. And Garrett couldn't handle it. He almost went for it, but he walked him. So Lipscomb in a little bit of trouble here with Chris Taylor, the right fielder, up to bat. He doubled against Clinton. Taylor with a chance now to drive in a run or 2. That fastball down low. Lipscomb having trouble out there throwing strikes. Maybe Lewisburg can take advantage of it. And the 1-0 pitch, fastball down low. 2 balls and no strikes, and Storm Garrett will go out to talk to Lipscomb. Grumbly at short. Fontaine at second. Greery at first. Gary at first base. Thank you, Booth. 2 balls, no strike to Chris Taylor. Fastball upstairs. Strike 1. Deisner in right. Guns the DH. McConnell in left. Taylor at third base. Did I mispronounce another one? Deisner. And Chris Taylor with a ground ball right to the shortstop. 1 run's going to score. No, he can't get that guy. Now 2 runs are going to score Lewisburg. Put the ball in play. Make something happen. They did. Good job, Chris Taylor. The shortstop kind of threw it high to Grumbly, or the Grumbly threw it high to Fontaine. He couldn't handle it. I'm going to charge that error to the shortstop. That's his second of the game, and 2 runs scored. Yeah, I guess I need to rewrite them. Oh, well. 2 RBIs for Chris Taylor. Now Lowell Haney at the plate, trying to square him over. Mason Gibbons, what a great job of running by Mason Gibbons. He was at second base, realized that the guys were fumbling around. He was on the move anyway, and he scored with ease, man. I tell you what, great job by Mason Gibbons of scoring from second base. And now 2-1, Lewisburg with a chance to add. Lowell Haney's going to lay down a bunt. It will be trouble. Lipscomb can't make a play, and now bases loaded. So 2 hits and 2 errors by the shortstop will load the bases up again for the Patriots and try to add the lead. And the pitching coach will go out and talk to Lipscomb, as the middle of the infield has been a little bit of a problem for Foley already early in the first 2 innings. Not the pitcher's fault. He's done his job, other than the walk issued to Kobe Busby. And the coach has all of his players looking out into center field, and you can see by his movements he's not real happy. And he's giving it to him. So we'll see. See how it plays out. A big chance for the Patriots to add to this 2-1 lead here. Nobody out, bases loaded. We're only in the top of the second inning. Rudy Martin struck out swinging his first time up. He's the 6th Lewisburg batter in this inning. Haney at first, Taylor at second, Busby at third. That pitch down low. Busby doesn't move as the catcher stands there. Wow. The catcher, Garrett, lost the ball. Busby is trotting back to third base. Wow. Lost opportunity there for the runners to move up and score a run. 1 ball, no strikes to Martin. Fastball, man, he took a big hack there. Just missed it, fouled it off. 7:04 the time. It's going to be a late night. Can already tell. Going to be sleeping in tomorrow. That's a fastball, fouled straight off again. Now 1 ball, 2 strikes. Tanner Lloyd on deck. Gives chase, comes into your camera view there to get the foul ball. Here in high school, we don't have bat girls to go get balls like we do in college. On deck circle, guy has to get it. That pitch inside and just missed. Wow, he didn't get the call. It's a good pitch. Martin frozen on that one. 2 balls, 2 strikes though. Standing right on top of the plate. And the pitch. Curveball. Got him that time. Rung him up. Wow. Back-to-back strikeouts for Rudy Martin. He heads back to the dugout. Not a good at bat there. He looked at 1 pitch and looked at 1 too many, as he's not able to drive in any runs there. Tanner Lloyd now, the big right-hander, comes in. Bases loaded, 1 out. Curveball upstairs. Got nowhere to put him, so he's going to have to pitch to the big kid. PlayOnSports.com with another broadcast. Another Lewisburg baseball broadcast brought to us by Homer Skelton Hyundai and Raleigh Tire and Battery. I want to thank those fine folks for giving us the opportunity, and that curveball gets in there for a strike. And it's 1 ball, 1 strike. And there's a ground ball to the third baseman. They're going to throw home for 1, and he tags him because he was off the plate, and we can't get it done again. There's a ground ball to the third baseman. It's the last place we want to hit it with the bases loaded. And now, last chance for the Patriots to dig into it. Hunter flew out to center field on a great play by the center fielder. Brax Garrett made a great play on Hunter Wilson's ball. He hit it hard. We need a base hit here. Can't afford to leave runners stranded again. Curveball, strike 1. Lipscomb comes set, delivers fastball, strike two. Wow, umpire didn't give it to him. Now 2 balls, 1 strike. I'm surprised he didn't get that pitch. Patriots left 2 men on base in the first inning. And that pitch upstairs, 3 balls and 1 strike now to Wilson. So he's going to have to dig in here. I tell you what, a walk will help erase the ground ball to third base. If we can get a walk here and get another run, be kind of a victory for Lewisburg. 3-1, fastball, fly to center field. No, nobody sees it. They lost it. It's going to fall. 1 run's in, 2 runs in, and a throw home keeps the runners at second and third. It's 4-1 Lewisburg. Wow, that ball hit right up in the air, and it's that time of night where the baseball blends in with the sky. Trust me, I have been there before. It's very tough to see, and nobody pointed it out. The shortstop didn't see it, and the center fielder didn't see it, and a great, great chance for the Patriots to atone for the strikeout and ground out with nobody out. They end up picking up runs, and another opportunity for Cody Cooper as runners move at second and third, and that's the other reason why you run as hard as you can with 2 outs. Had we not done that, we would not have scored the 2 runs. So 1 ball, no strike to Cody Cooper. Pitch outside, and he called that one a strike. I don't know why he's changing his strike zone all of a sudden, but nonetheless. And there's a ball driven out in the right field. He doesn't see it either. And that's going to be a double for Cody Cooper. A stand-up double and 2 RBIs. It's 6-1 Lewisburg. And, man, it's coming back to haunt them now. Tanner Lloyd scores, and so does Hunter Wilson on the 2-out double by Cody Cooper. And that was a big one, man. That was a big one. So after Rudy Martin struck out looking and Tanner Lloyd grounded out to the third baseman, Hunter Wilson and Cody Cooper bailed them out. They both drove in 2 runs each. And Gabe Brown will come to the plate. He got a base hit his first time up in this inning. And it all started with a drag bunt down the third base line. And that pitch called a strike. So Gabe Brown now stands in. It's 6-1 Lewisburg. Runner at second base. Base hit probably scores Tucker Womack, who is the pinch runner. That pitch on the outside part of the plate, he doesn't call it. So he's called that pitch, then he doesn't call the pitch. Then he calls the pitch, then he doesn't. So the home plate umpire confusing himself with that outside pitch. Gabe Brown now, 1 ball, 1 strike, curveball, and he drilled that one high in the air. Third baseman does see it this time, and he makes the catch in foul territory, but not before the Patriots put 6 runs on the board. 6 runs, 4 hits, 2 costly errors by the shortstop. We head to the bottom of the second inning. 6-1 lead, Lewisburg. All right, well, we're in the bottom of the second inning, and Kelly Gunn will face Colt Smith. Gunn, I love that name, by the way, Kelly Gunn. It just sounds like a good baseball name. He's a DH, and he's down 0-2 now. Colt Smith blew it right by him. So Colt Smith hit the first batter he saw tonight, and that guy ended up scoring. Manufactured by the Garrett brothers as Gunn fouled that pitch off. So got some last names that we got to correct. It's Diesner and Gary. They'll follow Gunn. And there's a curveball drilled out to the second baseman, Haney. Fields it, throws it, and the first out for the Patriots here in the bottom of the second. So I want to welcome all those who are tuning into the broadcast tonight back home or abroad, grandparents and the like. The Patriots played very well against Clinton earlier and got a 10-0 victory over that 6A school. And then looking pretty good so far in this game against the host school, Foley High School. Game 2 of the Gulf Coast Classic. Yesterday's games are washout. It's about 40 degrees and raining here. I know it's probably colder back home. A swing and a miss by Diesner, the right fielder. So, anyway, it's been mostly sunny today. My wife, I can say that she skipped out on the first game, laid out on the beach, got nice and red. So, lucky her. It's what she wanted. She said she didn't want to come to the beach and not get any sun. That pitch on the outside part of the plate, strike 3, and Colt Smith gets his first strikeout of the game, and it's backward style. Great pitching there, hitting his spots. Now number 34, Bryce Gary, the first baseman, comes to the plate. Colt Smith starts him off. Fastball, swing and a miss. You wonder if 5 runs is enough for Colt Smith. Don't know. He's only given up 1 run all season. And that was in the first inning. It was an unearned run at that. He hit the batter. That pitch fouled off, and 0-2. 2 outs now. Colt Smith, the right-hander junior from New Albany, Mississippi. And it got him. Great pitch on the outside part of the plate. Down and away, a good 0-2. So 1-2-3 inning for Colt Smith and the Lewisburg Patriots. We head to the top of the third inning. Patriots on top by 5, 6-1. Well, we get to see it all here at Foley. Somebody just over the PA asked somebody else to prom. Usually we see people that asking somebody to be married. Melissa Brownlee wrapped up in a pink blanket. She looks a little chilly tonight. Most everybody with jackets on, and whatnot. So Mason Gibbons will lead things off tonight. He's down in, well, no, it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Michael Plumley, Mia Plumley, Beth Turner bringing you the broadcast. I'm going to put a headset on Beth, see what she has to say about coaching. She gets to hear it all at home. Gibbons fouls that one off. He evens the count now, 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the sun has officially set. Mason Gibbons with a base hit to left field. And his elbow protector flies off and slowed him down as he rounded first base. Oh, goodness, Mason. Attaboy. Good base hit there. Kobe Busby now up. He walked his first time up. And it's probably a good chance that he's going to be bunting a runner to second base. Coach Cagle not messing around. He's going to try to score as many as he can. Busby swings and misses. Good pitch. And I think we're going to see a bunt right here as Coach Cagle gave a flurry of signs. Coach Cagle not happy after his beat down on the golf course this morning. And Busby does square around a bunt. He looks at strike 2. Coach Cagle. Oh, boy. Mason Gibbons on first base. Busby at the plate. No balls, 2 strikes. Got to move him over right here. And the 0-2 pitch on the way. Swung on, fouled off, and Coach Cagle said no. Not going to get in front of that one. As the ball rolls down the playing surface in foul territory. 312 down the lines, 360 in the gaps, 380 dead straight away. Garrett Lipscomb. Well, welcome back here. We're in the bottom half of the 3rd inning. Brandon Fontaine led things off for the Lions of Foley High School. Fly ball to left field, caught by Gabe Brown. Back at the top of the order here. Colt Smith still on the mound. Grumbly led off the first inning, getting hit by a pitch. Moved over to second base by Storm Garrett on the bunt. Driven in by his brother Brax Garrett. And a swing and a foul ball. And now down 1 ball, 2 strikes. So apologize for the loss of the feed there, but we've got a couple of people accessing our data card somehow, and we got to figure that out. There's a base hit right up the middle. Good stop or try by Hunter Wilson. Couldn't come up with it, and Grumbly reaches base for the second time, that time with a base hit. Second hit-ish given up by Colt Smith. Now Storm Garrett at the plate. Wonder if he'll do it again. Sacrifice. Maybe so. Looks at his dad. Grumbly at first base. 1 out, though. And he's on the move, swing and a hit and run. Haney's going to field it, throw it to first. 2 outs now. So almost like a sacrifice. Was a hit and run. Now Brax Garrett at the plate. Single drove in a run his last time up. Hit it to right field. Chris Taylor now ready for him. 6-1 the score. All six Lewisburg runs scored on top of the second. People are starting to pull out their blankets and get under them now. Grumbly at second. Brax Garrett at the plate. Looks at curveball. Strike one. Colt Smith doing a pretty good job keeping the hitters off balance. Busby at third, hugging the line. Hunter Wilson at short. That pitch going to get by Cooper, and Grumley's going to move over to third base. And it's 1-1 strike. The freshman Brax Garrett singled his last time up. Colt Smith delivers a fastball inside. He fouled it off. Now 1 ball, 2 strikes. Chance to get out of it here. PlayOnSports.com bringing the broadcast to you. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Curveball in the dirt. And Cooper did a nice job blocking it up. That runner at third base was on a dead run. I like it. These guys from Foley High School, you talk about hustle. They strike out. They run back to the dugout. They run on the field. They do it all right. 2-2 the count. Base hit to left field. That's going to drive in another run. And Brax Garrett doing a great job of hitting there. He's got 2 on the night, drove in both runs. 6-2 now the score as Mason Taylor comes to the plate. He just stuck his bat out there and Mason Taylor, the guys up here telling me about Brax Garrett, kid 2 for 2 tonight, hitting a 3-hole. A freshman. His dad's the head baseball coach here. Brother's a senior catcher. Also leads the state of Alabama in strikeouts on the mound. So a great baseball player, comes from a pretty good stock. Taylor to the third baseman, grounded out to the pitcher his first time up. Swing and a miss. He tried to hit that one into the pine trees out there as the sun has finally gave way to the moon. And should be easier for the outfielders. And that's a good pitch by Colt Smith. Breaking pitch on the outside part of the plate. 6-2. Both coming at the hands of Brax Garrett. Center fielder for Foley. And he's on the move. That pitch on the outside part of the plate. Throw into center field. Garrett. Wow. Thought Garrett would try to get up and move, but he didn't. Cody Cooper with a high throw. I thought that was a strike 3. Outside pitch. Umpire not giving that pitch tonight to either team. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Runner in scoring position. And the pitch. Fastball inside. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner goes, swing, and fouled off. So 2 balls and 2 strikes to Mason Taylor. And that's a fair ball. Hit right off the end of his bat. Colt Smith's going to pick it up, toss it on to first, and he gets out of it. Wow. Looked like it was going to hit him. It hit right off the butt of his bat. Bounced out to Colt Smith. He didn't realize it was in play until it was too late. Neither did the hitter Taylor. But a 1-3, and that's 2 of them in a row for him. 2 hits, 1 run. 1 runner left on base. We head to the top of the fourth. We're going to head to the top of the 4th, right? Yeah, top of the 4th. Right after this.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you.
One shot at this.
Lowell Haney will lead things off. The leadoff hitter for the Patriots. 2 for 2 in the game so far, 2 hits. Curveball and drill right to the third baseman. He picks it up, throws on and got him. First time he's retired tonight. Good play by the third baseman. That was Mason Taylor. Came right off the bag, made the play. Now Rudy Martin, 0 for 2 tonight. In this game, he's struck out both times. So Rudy was leading the team in hitting. Stands in, that curveball inside and almost got him, but didn't. See Granny down there putting her gloves on. And that pitch inside takes the count. 2 balls and 1 strike. And that pitch in. 3 balls, 1 strike. Don't want to walk Martin. As he's got a lot of speed. 3-1 pitch. And that ball is hit out to center field. Garrett on the way back. Camps under it, makes the play. A ball hit about 370 to the deepest part of the ballpark. And a 1-2 start already. Now Tanner Lloyd to the plate. He's 0 for 2. Error by the second baseman and a ground out to third. Fielder's choice in that big 6-run second inning. And that pitch outside. To Tanner Lloyd, junior right-hander. Curveball outside, 2 balls, no strikes. That ball, good cut, and he fouled it straight back. Coach Cagle and Coach Garrett standing over in front of the Foley dugout having a conversation. 2 balls, 1 strike to Tanner. Curveball pops straight up in the air. Catcher, first baseman gives way, and that ball's out of play as the Patriot dugout trying to get out of the way. Yeah, most of those players for Lewisburg, they're kind of outside of the dugout. Not sure why. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Tanner. curveball or fastball got him, blew it right by him. So strikeout for Tanner Lloyd and in a 1-2-3 inning for Lipscomb. We head to the bottom half of the fourth inning. Patriots still on top, 6-2. Michael McConnell, the left fielder, leads things off for Foley High School. They're down 4, 6-2 in the fourth. He grounded out to the shortstop his first time up and gets a base hit to right field on the first pitch that he sees. One of the parents telling me that Foley has lived off of scoring a lot of runs this year. They definitely swing the bat pretty well. So, we'll see. What happens here as Kelly Gunn, the DH, stands in. He grounded out to the second baseman. His first time up. And swing. He's trying to go that way for sure. Six to 2 the score now. Runner at first base. That's McConnell. And that ball lifted out into right field. Chris Taylor, back-to-back singles to the right side. And now, Colt Smith in a little bit of trouble as Drake Diesner comes up. The right fielder struck out looking his first time up. And probably a good chance he's going to bunt him over here. Busby's going to have to stay put at third. Nope, not squaring away. Cooper almost got by him. Need an out right here for sure. Runners at first and second, nobody out. Colt Smith trying to battle. Bunt to the third baseman, Busby. Fields throws it away. Didn't set his feet. One run's going to score. And now the runners are going to move over. And second and third. Haney couldn't handle it at first. Busby didn't set his feet. Came up and ran and threw it away. Now 6-3. Runners at second and third. Nobody out. So sacrifice, error. So it does not count as an at bat, but it does count as an error. And Colt Smith trying to work his way out of it. It's 6-3 as Bryce Gary now at the plate with a chance to drive in a run. He struck out swinging his first time up. The big first baseman with an opportunity here. Coach Garrett giving out signals. He's got Gunn at third. And that ball lifted straight up in the air. And Tanner Lloyd makes the catch. And a nice job there getting the out. So now the second baseman, Brandon Fontaine, will bat now. He flew out to left field his first time up. And he gets a base hit into left field. 1 run in. Here's a throw. Going to be cut off by Busby. And a nice job there. Getting the RBI single. It's 6-4. And now at the top of the order. He one-handed swung that one too. As Patrick Grumbly singled his last time up. Gunn scored. So Foley trying to chip into the lead. Grumbly tried to squeeze the runner, try to bunt his way on. Runners at first and third. Busby in the grass at third base. Wilson and Haney back deep in double play depth. Big hole between short and third base. And no balls in. 2 strikes now to Grumbly. And there's the runner moving. That ball's to center field. It's going to be enough to score him. Here comes the throw. And it's going to be cut off by Tanner Lloyd. It's 6-5 on the sacrifice fly by Grumbly. And the right fielder, Deisner, scores. And Storm Garrett now 0 for 1 in the game at the plate. So they're just chipping away, chipping away, chipping away. This team swings the bat well. They've pretty much executed everything they needed to do tonight with runners in scoring position. 1 ball, no strike. Brandon Fontaine at first base. And that pitch drilled out to right field. High fly ball to Chris Taylor. He comes under and makes the catch. So, 3 runs on 3 hits. There was 1 error. There was 1 man left on base. It's a 6-5 ball game. Lewisburg on top. We have the top of the 5th right after this. Hunter Wilson leads things off for the Patriots here in the top half of the 5th inning. Patriots need to recover from that 3-run inning there in the bottom of the 4th with some runs on their own. That's not going to get it done with a fly ball to left field. We've hit a ton of fly balls in this game already. Hunter Wilson flying out. Five fly balls already in this game as Cody Cooper comes to the plate. 1 for 2 in the game. He doubled in the second. That pitch, curveball, misses. Lipscomb doing a pretty good job since the 2nd inning. That pitch outside, 2 balls and no strikes to the catcher, junior Cody Cooper. That pitch down low, 3 balls and no strikes. And that pitch is strike 1. And a 3-1 pitch on the way. Didn't chase it, he walked him. And the second walk issued by Lipscomb tonight brings up Gabe Brown, the left fielder. Gabe, 1 for 2 in the game so far. Tucker Womack in to run for Cody Cooper, the pinch runner. A lot of speed on the bases. 1 out here in the top of the 5th. That pitch upstairs. And Lipscomb trouble with the strike zone again. And the 1-0 pitch swung on, driven out into left field. That's a fly ball out. Out number 2. Cagle shaking his head. Got to hit the ball on the ground. Now the sophomore Mason Gibbons to the plate. Got a base hit his last time up. 1 for 2 in the game. Womack still at first. And the pitch to Gibbons. He comes set. Curveball upstairs. That's going to get away from the catcher. Storm Davis tried to throw it down and pick the runner off. He didn't do the first thing, and that's catch it. Runner at second is Womack now. Runner in scoring position for Gibbons. 1-0 count. Pitch downstairs. 2 balls, no strikes. Got a baseball game right now, folks. 6-5. That pitch, good swing. He fouled it off. 7:53 is the time here in Foley, Alabama. For those of you who forgot to spring your clocks forward, you've been behind all week. Should have done that Saturday night. Love this time of year. 2 balls, 1 strike. Pitch on the outside corner. Strike 2. Good pitch. Got to love this time of year in the spring. Beth in here trying to describe. And there's a ground ball to the shortstop. And he fields it, throws it, and got him. What a play. He was moving to the second base bag when Gibbons hit it. He put it on the ground. You got to like that. And the shortstop, Grumbly, makes the play. We head to the bottom half of the 5th. Patriots still on top, 6-5 by a thread. Stay right here, folks. We got a good one going. Well, leading off for Foley, a guy we hadn't got out all night, Brax Garrett. The only advantage we have right here is that there are no runners in scoring position, so he can't hurt us unless he hits it out. Colt Smith still on the battle, and that pitch fouled off. 1 ball, 1 strike. That pitch drilled to center field. Rudy Martin on the chase. And Rudy tracked it down. Finally got Garrett out. And that'll bring up Mason Taylor's grounded out to the pitcher both times. And that pitch down in the dirt. 1 ball, no strikes to Mason Taylor. 6-5, all 6 runs for Lewisburg. In the top of the second for the home team, they scored 1 in the first, 1 in the third, and 3 in the fourth. And it's 1 ball, 2 strikes to Taylor. Already need a 1-2-3 inning. Here in the 5th. That pitch in the dirt, he didn't chase it. A good pitch, 1-2. Now 2 balls and 2 strikes. And that pitch fouled off. Colt Smith has not walked a batter yet tonight. He did hit the first batter he faced. That was Grumbly on a hard-breaking curveball inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Fastball outside, base hit up the middle. Did a good job of hitting it where it was pitched. And a base hit for Taylor. Moves into 1 for 3 tonight. And Michael McConnell, who singled in the 4th and scored a run, comes up to bat. Man, they're doing it all with 1 out, aren't they? Thank you, Beth. Ask a question, get 1 answer. I think Mia's face is too red for her to even answer. Her lips are a little red. Not Mia Cagle, as most people thought. That's who I was talking to the other night. It was my wife, Mia. So no balls, 1 strike to Michael McConnell. There's 1 out, 1 runner on. That's the tying run on first base for Foley. That pitch inside, a swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes to McConnell. Colt Smith comes set, throws it to first. Not in time. And the pitch, curveball, grounder to Busby. It's third. He throws the second. Got the 1 and not going to get the second one. So Busby did a good job of making the play to his left and delivering a strike to Lowell Haney for the force out at second. And now 2 outs for the designated hitter, Kelly Gunn. He singled to right his first time up. The DH chased that pitch upstairs. No balls and 1 strike. Probably going to be sending the runner here. 2 outs. Coach Garrett likes to put runners on the move. Nope. and that's a ground ball to Busby. Fields it in fair territory on the run, makes the throw, and got him. So Busby made 2 back-to-back plays, and that does it for Lewisburg and Colt Smith in the 5th. We head to the top of the 6th. Lewisburg on top, 6-5. Kobe Busby leads things off here in the top half of the 6th inning. Swings at the first pitch and a high chop or fly ball to the shortstop, Grumbly, and a 1-pitch, 1-out at bat for Busby. So an F6 and the second fly out to the shortstop for Busby as Chris Taylor comes to the plate. Reached on an error in the second, struck out in the 3rd. Taylor swings, hits it. Oh, man, that would have been a base hit. Except the fact that Lipscomb stuck his glove out and made the play, tossed it to first. And 3 pitches, 2 outs. Lowell Haney now stands in with 2 outs. And he hits a fly ball to center field. And Lipscomb throws 4 pitches and gets 3 outs. And that, my friend, is a quick top half of the 6th. No rest for Mr. Smith. He heads right back on the mound. Go to the bottom half. Lewisburg still on top, 6-5. Foley down to the last 6 outs.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. Oh, we're coming in on 1.
For more information on how your school can join the Play on School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
And Drake Diesner leads things off for Foley here at the bottom half. They're at their 7, 8, and 9 hole. Bottom of the lineup in the 6th, swing and a miss. Can't count them out, though. There's an RBI and a base hit in that bottom half of the order for the Lions of Foley High School. An 0-2 pitch fouled off. Diesner 0 for 2 tonight. Struck out looking in the 2nd. Actually he's 0 for 1. Sacrificed in the 4th in an error. And he struck out swinging this time. So a good job by Colt Smith in collecting the out there as Gary comes to bat. He's 0 for 2. Nope, got a pinch hitter. Number 12 is Austin McWaters. McWaters, a big kid. He's a lefty. Going to try to get on any way he can here. 5 outs remaining now for Lewisburg to try to not give up a run. Brandon Fontaine on deck. Austin McWaters hitting for Bryce Gary, the first baseman. He was 0 for 2. Colt Smith trying to pick up his second win of the season. Stands in, delivers the 1-0 pitch. Missed low. 2 balls, no strikes to the pinch hitter. Two balls, no strikes, swung on. That ball's drilled down the left field line, hooking foul. Great effort by Gabe Brown. Laid out, couldn't catch it, but the ball goes foul. And if I'm Gabe, I'm probably not going to play too far straight away left. I'm going to cheat more towards the line. Same for Rudy. Rudy going back straight up center field on the lefty. 2 balls, 1 strike to McWaters, pinch hitter. And that pitch down low, 3-1. Don't want to lose him here. Make him put it in play. Nobody should get a free ride. And he does. He lost him and he walked. So McWaters doing his job as a pinch hitter gets on base. Brandon Fontaine, who's 0 for 2 or 1 for 2 rather tonight, couldn't get it out. I knew he had a hit. I'm looking at it. And a pinch runner for McWaters is number 6, Wendell Harris. Wendell Harris will pinch hit as Brandon Fontaine, the second baseman, and Cody Cooper have a nice chat. They're probably talking about what they're going to do at the beach tomorrow morning. Not sure. Oh, never mind. Kids in Foley have school. Fontaine may be telling him where to go. So the pinch runner, Harris, stands at first base. And Fontaine at the plate. Fontaine singled his last at bat. Right in the hole. And he tries to bunt him over, and he doesn't. And Cooper throws down to first base. And it's not in time. So 1 ball, 1 strike, I think, is the count. Well, I have to say that Beth was, she bailed me out a couple of times, like Mia did a couple of nights ago, running the production software here. So the count now, we're not sure. He tries to bunt it over. Fly ball to Tanner Lloyd. Can't get back to first. He tried for the double play, a push bunt. And now 2 outs. So Fontaine tried to push the bunt the other way. He got under it and hit more of a bunt line drive right to Tanner Lloyd. He fell down, tried to get the runner, Harris, caught in a double play. Harris able to get back. So that's a fly out. And now top of the order, Grumbly. Sacrifice, a single and a hit by pitch. He's 1 for 1 tonight. And he swung at that pitch, fouled it off. Lewisburg 4A school out of North Mississippi, defending North half state champions just a year ago. Harris on the move. Cooper on the throwdown. He got him! What a throw by Cody Cooper! And a tag by Hunter Wilson. That'll end the 6th. And we go to the 7th. Lewisburg still on top, 6-5. Rudy Martin will lead things off here in the top half of the 7th inning. Rudy struggling at the plate in this game, 0 for 3, 2 strikeouts, and a fly out to center. And he's going to look at a pitch. I don't blame him. Lipscomb, rather, going to go the distance for Foley. Only had the one bad inning, and that was 6 runs in the second. Curveball down low, 1 ball, 1 strike. Lipscomb in that second inning. Couple of defensive miscues, so really nothing he's done other than he's had a couple of walks tonight. But other than that, I mean, the kid's been pretty solid. He's a tall kid, about 6'3", looks strike 2 there. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Rudy Martin. Rudy doing a good job of looking at several pitches after he only threw 4 pitches his last inning. And that pitch is base hit into left field. Rudy Martin right over the third baseman. He was played in, and Rudy lifted it right over his head, and that's a big hit for Rudy. Kind of broke a slump there. He was a leading hitter coming into today's game. And now Tanner Lloyd at the plate. Tanner's grounded out to third. He struck out, and he reached on an error in the first. 0 for 3 tonight. And a chance for him to pick up a hit. Martin at first. He's a big run. And a changeup, big swing, and a miss. Tanner tried to tack on a couple of runs with that swing. Rudy Martin dives back in. So Tanner swinging at the first pitch he sees. Next 4 games for Lewisburg. Martin faking, fastball, outside corner, strike 2. So he swings at the off speed, lets the fastball go down the middle. Next 4 games, Friendship Christian, Summerall, and 2 district games against Senatobia. A home-and-home series, no balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. Change up outside. They're going to try to pick him off at first, not in time. Home-and-home series. Got a question in the booth about a home-and-home. That means we play at home, and then we go to their home, and that's kind of a home-and-home series for both teams. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, Martin at first. Change up, fouled straight back. I'm really not sure why Martin's not trying to steal. I mean, I don't think we've tested the arm of the catcher yet. we don't have a stolen base in this game, so Coach Cagle must have a pretty good scouting report on the catcher, Storm Davis, for Foley. Runner on, change up, drill to the right side. Going to be a tough play, and he does make it. That was Fontaine at second base. Slid over and made that play and threw out Tanner Lloyd. But Martin does go to second base, and that'll bring up Hunter Wilson. Hunter Wilson draws a spot in the on deck, or the batter's box rather. And there's a big hole between second and third. If he can pull it in there, it may score Rudy. Rudy's going to take off to third. The throw baseman's way back deep and not in time. So a good throw by the third baseman, or by the catcher rather, but the third baseman was playing so deep, Rudy got right under the tag in a stolen base. So that's the first stolen base. So maybe that was Coach Cagle's plan all along, infield in. Hunter Wilson at the plate, a chance to drive in a run. One out, runner at third. Fastball down low, 2 balls and no strikes. Two balls, no strikes to Hunter Wilson. Fastball down low, and he called that a strike. Wow. Don't know that I agreed with that pitch right there. Well, 2 balls, 1 strike. Still got a chance. Infield playing on the grass. Fastball outside. 3 balls and 1 strike. He may try to pitch around Hunter to bring the double play in order. I don't know why he would do that, though. 3 balls and 1 strike to Hunter. Fastball down low. He walked him. First and third anyway. And Cody Cooper, 1 for 2 in the game. He doubled in that big second inning where they scored 6. They need to add at least 1 more for some insurance here. They're up 1. It's 6-5. Runners at first and third, and Coach Garrett of Foley High School going to send his middle infielders back deep, try to get the double play. Cooper, not a fast runner. Not a bad move. Fastball drilled to left field, and it's going to be over the head. Home run! Home run! Cody Cooper, a 3-run shot. Ding dong, the witch is dead. And a huge, huge insurance for the Patriots off the bat of Cody Cooper. Patriots lead 9-5. Man, oh man, Cody Cooper with 5 RBIs tonight. He has found something at the plate. Unreal, man. That was a great at bat. A chance to try to drive in a run, and he knocked in himself plus another one. A 3-run homer to left field, and the 5th Patriot home run this season, and couldn't have come at a better time. Patriots hanging on to that 1-run lead, and he belted a 3-run homer. Now they're up by 4 as Gabe Brown stands at the plate. Lifts this one up to second base, Fontaine, and he makes that play, and now there's 2 outs. And Mason Gibbons, who is 1 for 3 in the game tonight, stands in. Kobe Busby on deck. Man, you couldn't ask for a better time to hit a 3-run home run. Well, I knew that the left fielder wasn't going to be able to catch that when he was on a dead run, but I wasn't quite sure if that ball was going to get over the fence, and it did. So, those of you watching, it was even better in person. I can assure you that. And those Lewisburg fans went nuts. Fontaine with a good play. Mason Gibbons with his second base hit. And Mason Gibbons, man, a sophomore, DHing for the pitcher Colt Smith, picked up his second hit, and good job for that sophomore as Kobe Busby's going to head to the dugout and lifted for his brother. Jeff Busby will be pinch hitting. And Tucker Womack will come in and pinch run for Mason Gibbons. 2 down here in the top half of the 7th as Jeff Busby will be the pinch hitter, hitting for his twin brother, Kobe. Jeff Busby came up in the last game against Clinton as a pinch hitter. Tucker Womack at first base. There are 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. Busby 1-0 pitch swung on, and that'll even the count. 1 ball and 1 strike. Well, Scott Lindsay, if you're watching the game, I hope that you are. And Busby hits a ground ball to Fontaine. Fontaine bobbles it, but he throws it. He's safe. Pulled him off the bag. First baseman was coming off, and another error by Fontaine pulled the first baseman completely off the bag. And now there's runners at first and second for Chris Taylor. Anyway, Scott, I know that the family misses you. And hope for safe travels. Down here to Gulf Shores, Chris Taylor with the drag bunt. Lipscomb's going to try to field it and can't make a play. Chris Taylor with a base hit. And a drag bunt as Granny stands up doing the wave herself. Granny having a good time down there. So now bases loaded for the leadoff hitter, Lowell Haney. He's the 9th hitter in the line that we've sent to the plate this inning. So much like the second, the Patriots saved it all the way to the 7th, trying to add more. They're up 9-5 right now. 1 ball, no strikes to Haney. Lipscomb inside. He's gone the distance. Nobody throwing in the Lions bullpen. They're going to stick with him. And that ball right down the middle. 2 balls and 1 strike. Lowell Haney, 2 for 4 tonight. Couple of base hits, both in first and second inning. And he swings that one, lifts out into shallow left field. The left fielder comes in and makes the play. But, man, was the damage done. On the bat of Cody Cooper, the 3-run shot here in the top of the 7th. We go to the bottom half. Colt Smith going to go the distance for the Patriots. It's his. 9-5. We'll be right back. Well, we head to the bottom half of the 7th inning, and the first leadoff hitter, Grumbly, 1-2-3, and he hits the first pitch right to the shortstop, Hunter Wilson, and the Lions of Foley, the host school, down to their final 2 outs as Storm Garrett comes to the plate, 0-for-2 in the game. Good play by the shortstop, Hunter Wilson. That was a hard-hit ball. Storm Davis, the senior catcher and son of head coach Garrett. And that's a ground ball to Hunter Wilson. He comes in, charges it in right. As I talked about how good he made the last play, that one went right between the legs. He's 6, and the Garrett is on base. And his brother, Brax Garrett, will come to bat. He's 2-for-3 in the game so far. He's driven in 2 runs. So the Patriots scored 3 runs on 4 hits. There was 1 error and 3 men left on base. And Brax Garrett flies this one to right field. Chris Taylor camped under it. He makes the play. And now 2 outs. So Mason Taylor, last hope. He's 1-for-3 tonight. And the Patriots are 1 out away from picking up their 2nd win today in the Gulf Coast Classic. And if they were able to win this game, they've beaten 2 really good teams. And that pitch drilled to center field. Rudy Martin goes back, makes the catch, and the Patriots win. They beat a 13-3 Foley High School team, and they got it all done in the 2nd and 7th inning. The player of the game, no doubt, Cody Cooper, 2 for 3 and 5 RBIs on the night. Folks, that was a great game. It was tight all the way. Good job by Colt Smith getting out of some tough jams, picking up his 2nd win of the season, and Lewisburg picking up their 2nd win of the day. Well, that's a good start to a spring break, if you ask me. Thanks for tuning in, folks. It's been a great pleasure bringing you all the action from the last 2 games. If you can't be down here, tune in again tomorrow. The game time's at 3 o'clock. If it's a little bit delayed, just kind of hang with us. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Michael Plumley. Thanks to Beth Turner and Mia Plumley, bringing you all the action from Foley High School. Tomorrow we'll be in Gulf Shores, down at the Sportsplex. Look forward to it. Patriots win another one. Beat Clinton 10-0, and Foley High School 9-5. Have a great night, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.